Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are watching this, know that I appreciate you. It is I, Coach Jay, also known as Juaitan Robinson, your resident coach, mentor, speaker, active blogger, vlogger, published author, podcaster, and course creator. It's been a while since I've done a video. Been on a little bit of a vacation, if you will. And a lot of things have happened in the last, week and a half, 2 weeks. One of those things that did not happen was me walking, exercising. Walking is my exercise. I committed to losing a certain amount of weight by a certain time, and to walking 3 times a week for 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes each time. And in the last week, I've not done that because I was on a little vacation, if you will, if you can call it that. And sometimes when we do that, when we commit to something and then we stop doing it, we fall out of doing it, and we find it hard to get back to it because that thing that we committed to doing may be difficult. At least I would hope that it's difficult, because you're trying to challenge yourself, and whatever it is, you're challenging yourself. And with challenges, there's a level of difficulty. So when we fall out of it, we find it hard to get back into it. One of the things that gets me back into it, that gets me recommitted, that motivates me, is remembering my why. Now, remembering my why works in basically every area. Basically every area. Not just with getting fit or walking, but in every area. Remembering my why helps me with being consistent, or trying to get consistent with creating content and promoting the business and providing tips for my courses or for my coaching or networking, or even just something as simple as doing chores around the house. Remembering my why. In this case, my why is because I want to lose that certain amount of weight by that date. And it's a very realistic amount of weight and a very realistic date. And if I don't reach that weight, that amount, I'm not going to beat myself up because I didn't reach it. Because if I stay committed to it, if I remember my why, if I don't meet it, I'll get close to it because I'm being consistent. My why keeps me consistent, diligent, activated, if you will. So, with anything that you're committing yourself to doing, whether it's fitness, whether it's exercising or eating right, whether it's looking for a job, whether it's changing your mindset around the current job that you have from a negative to a positive, whether it's doing chores around the house, you have to remember your why. You do chores around the house because you like a clean house and you don't like uninvited guests with multiple legs, not just 2 to 4. And even in the 2 to 4, it must be domesticated. You keep a clean house because you like the way a clean house smells. That's your why. So you do it. When I mentioned changing your mindset from negative to positive on your current job, because you may go to work every day and absolutely hate what you do. You may absolutely hate the job that you have. You may absolutely hate every part of this place of employment. But you have to remember your why. Your why is because you need the income. You need the income, you need the experience. Now, that why could be used in another way. You're on the job because you need the income, you need the experience, but you hate it so much that you want to find another job. So your why for finding another job is because you hate the job that you're on, but you need the income, you need the experience. That's your why. If you are an entrepreneur, your why can be many things, or just one thing. Your why as an entrepreneur could be that just you want to make money. That's why you're an entrepreneur. Your why could be that you don't want to answer to the powers that be. Even though in that case, there are always powers that be. Because if you're an entrepreneur, your powers that be are your customers, your clients. If you run an organization, you got to remember your why, because it's going to get difficult to do the things that you want to do with that organization. So you have to remember why you started it in the first place. Remember your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And if you don't have a valid why, then there's no point to you doing it. So, my why is getting back out here today after not walking for at least a week. It's because I want to be healthier than what I am. And I want to lose a certain amount of weight by a certain date. And I can't do it sitting behind a desk, answering phones, and doing data entry. Remember your why. Peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose. Know that I appreciate you.